Gentlemen, as an AlphaM subscriber, you do most things better than most dudes. Charming, stylish, and well-groomed. As far as dudes go, you are amazing. You agree? Why don't you give me one of these? That's what I'm talking about, baby. Little knuckle bump for you for being so freaking awesome. Now it's time for some bad news. Most of you are still doing some things wrong, but today we're giving 7 of those things a punch to the unmanscaped nuts. The first mistake most men make is that they put pretty girls on a pedestal. We see pretty girls and we lose our freaking mind. Psst, Brian, look. Gentlemen, knock it off. If you want to be more successful in relationships and dating, you can't act like she's some mystical, magical unicorn. She's just a girl. True, she might be spicy as hell, but you gotta make sure that you're able to control yourself and let your personality shine. Control and harness your weirdness around a pretty girl, guys, and just be you. Be awesome, be charming, be funny, be friendly, be flirty, a little touching, little, oh yeah, little You win number 2. Most men tie their shoes wrong. Most of you tie your shoes like this. You go over, you loop it, you go here, and then you go over top and through, all right? The problem is that your lace gets all crazy, right? It turns sort of like diagonal, and as you walk, the lace will actually loosen. Instead, what I would recommend is tying it like this. Go here, make the loop. Instead of going over, you actually go under and pull it through. And what you're left with is a bow that lays across the top of your foot as opposed to this, right? Big difference. Which looks better? Boom! The third thing most men do wrong is wait for perfect timing. This goes for relationships, asking people out. This also goes for starting businesses and career moves. Timing to do something amazing will never be perfect because you'll always have roadblocks. You'll always have hurdles. You'll always have the voice in the back of your head telling you maybe you should wait or it's not time. Little voice in the back of your head saying, no, not now. You can't. You shouldn't. You won't. No. Just wait. Bang! You see that? Bang! Punch them in the face. The fourth thing most men do wrong has to do with your hair. Drying your hair. Guys, when you get out of the shower, how do you dry your hair? Let me guess, right? It looks like this. You get a towel, your hair is wet, and then you just do this, right? Give it hell, right? That is absolutely not the way to do it. The reason is because when you're forceful, this is actually potentially damaging your hair because when your hair is wet, it's hydrated, right? It's brittle. It's more likely to break. Instead, what I'd recommend if you love your hair as much as I love my hair is employ the pat and move technique. When you get out of the shower, get your towel and pat and move. Pat and move. Pat and move. Pat, 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 and move. Another mistake most men make when it comes to their luscious locks of flowing amazingness is not using a pre-styler like the Pete and Pedro salt. Guys, a sea salt spray is going to change your life. It's also going to make your hair look so much better. When I first heard about using a sea salt spray as a pre-style, I'm like, yeah, right, it's sea salt, it's not going to do it. And then I tried it, and it literally changed my hair's life overnight. The reason is because sea salt, when you apply it before your hair product, it goes in and it just adds a little bit of salty goodness and texture to your hair, and then you apply your hair product and your hair is going to have so much more volume, so much more life. And the downside is that most sea salt sprays will dry your hair a little bit, so it's important to use a conditioner, or you could use the Pete and Pedro sea salt spray. We've infused it with sea kelp, which actually acts as a barrier to hold in and lock in moisture so your hair doesn't dry out. Guys, I'll link to the Pete and Pedro sea salt spray down below. It comes in big boy, regular size, also travel size for you dudes who just want to try it. There's also going to be a discount code. While you're there, read the reviews. People freaking love this product. Speaking of product, the other thing that most dudes do wrong when it comes to their luscious locks of flowing amazingness is not know how to use their hair product properly. This is one of my biggest pet peeves. Emulsification, say it with me. Emulsification, emulsify. Here's how you do it, gentlemen. Right, you take a little bit of product right there on your finger, put it in dry hands. Your hands have to be dry because this doesn't work if they're wet or damp. And then you're gonna do this, right? A little bit of that. that action. You're gonna move them faster like Mr. Miyagi, heat up that hair product, bang! And then it is ready to apply to your hair, right? Get it all over. If you wanna take your hair game to the, I'm talking stratosphere, combine the putty with the Pete and Pedro sea salt spray, it is a dynamic duo of epic hair proportion. Gentlemen, there's a link down below. There's also a link to go get a personalized hair product recommendation. If you're not sure which product is gonna be right for you, Pete and Pedro takes all the guesswork out of it. All you do, you tell us what hairstyle you're going for, how much hold, and how much shine, and we will generate a custom recommendation for your sexy ass. The fifth thing that most men do wrong is they have crappy etiquette. We talk a lot about being a gentleman. Well, being a gentleman comes with some responsibilities. Etiquette, basic etiquette on how to be a decent human being is something that unfortunately we're kind of lacking in today's world. It seems like everybody is so focused on looking at their phones and social media and doing this and doing that, but it's about getting back to gentleman basics, saying please, saying thank you. Sixth thing that most men do wrong has to do with your sunglasses. Not knowing how to properly clean the lenses. A lot of dudes will do this, right? And they get their shirt and they'll do this, right? That is absolutely wrong. Instead, next time your sunglasses are dirty, instead of spitting on them and rubbing them on your shirt like a savage, what I want you to do, bring them to the sink, set them down. Squirt a little bit of hand soap on your hand, and take your glasses, get them wet, and then with the soap, do both sides. Rub the lenses with the soapy water. All right, you want to clean them all over the place. You can do that. And then you're going to rinse them completely. Just grab an old soft t-shirt, pair of underwear, and dry them off real well. Boom, super clean. Bang, super clean. Speaking of clean, what do you think of that design? Exactly, these are the enemy ones. If you like them in black, you're gonna love them in brown with the gradiated lens, the tortoise. They are just so incredibly sexy. Super premium Italian acetate Zeiss lenses, guys. These are amazing. They also have breakaway spring hinges. These things are super high quality. They're priced like Ray-Bans. If you want to check out these or the other styles that Enemy offers, there's a link down below to go check out. Enemy.com. And last but certainly not least, probably should be first, the seventh thing that most men do wrong is not believe in themselves, not realize how incredibly powerful and amazing they actually are. The fact that you can accomplish anything. And when I mean anything, I mean freaking anything. If you want it, you can achieve it. This doesn't mean that you're not gonna have to bust your ass. This doesn't mean that you're not gonna have to work hard. You are capable, you are competent, you are incredible. You can accomplish anything you set your mind to, but you gotta believe in yourself. Too often, our past, people in our past that were small, insignificant people that suck nuts, they try to tell you that you can't, that you won't, because they are weak and they are small and they can't. Gentlemen, don't listen to them. The only person you need to listen to is me, because I believe in you and I think you are super freaking incredible. I just hope you believe in you.